At least you get the chance to meet me. Mr. Gary to you, show some respect.
Hello name nerds, my name is Patrick and welcome to Fun with First Names, where each week we'll look into the meaning, origin and some extra fun facts behind one specific first name. And this week we are looking into the first name of Shigeru. But before we begin, I need to say a huge thank you to one Olumdashka Kishikov, apologies for pronunciation there, Heva Jaramillo and Sister 30328 because they all left super thanks in the most recent week. Super thanks are a really great way to help make a one-time donation to support Name Explain. It can be done on YouTube. There'll be a button down below this video. You can leave a super thanks. It's a one-time donation. Helps channel a huge way. I want to say a specific thank you again to Heva Jaramillo. She was the lady who actually suggested the name Amali for last week's video. So thank you very, very much. But of course, if you want to help Name Explain on a monthly basis, consider joining the Patreon, patreon.com/Name Explain. There'll be a link down below. $1 a month helps out in a huge way, gets you ad-free videos, exclusive content, your names at the end of these videos, and a chance to say what names get explained. You know the drill. Link down below. Thank you. But anyway, on with today's name of Shigeru. And before we talk about the name Shigeru, we need to talk about the word luxuriant, because luxuriant is a pretty strange word. And it's also pretty easy to get the word luxuriant mixed up with the word luxurious. Luxurious means elegant, fancy, posh, high class, expensive, all those sort of things. Luxurious products, luxury. I'm sure you know. Luxuriant, however, means something has grown thick and densely, like a luxuriant rainforest or the greenery, or a luxuriant head of hair. I wonder what kind of example we could use for that, of a luxuriant thick head of hair. And there's even a name that means luxuriant. That of course being the name this video is all about, Shigeru. This is a name of Japanese origin. As you may remember in the last video, I asked you guys for Japanese name suggestions and Shigeru is the one that's won out, so that's why we're talking about it today. Being a Japanese name means it's not really all that often written out in the Latin alphabet. Its primary form is in kanji, and the most popular kanji symbol to represent this name is this one. However, these kanji symbols are also used to represent the name as well, and it can also be spelled like this in hiragana and like this in katakana. Yeah, Japan has all different kinds of writing systems. We've talked about it before. And this name of Shigeru does simply mean luxuriant. I imagine the initial bearers of this name had like thick, luxuriant hair or something, or maybe lived in thick, dense forest land or something. The name is also seen as meaning lush too. Lush means a similar thing to luxuriant, it's kind of just a different form of that word. But lush is an interesting word because it's kind of picked up other meanings as well. Lush can mean something's really good, like, oh that's well lush, or can even mean like sexually attractive. But I think that's more of a UK based thing. I don't know, when I hear the word lush, I just think of Gavin and Stacey. But whatever the case, if you want a name that means all things luxuriant or lush, then Shigeru is definitely the name for you, but it doesn't mean luxurious. You need to remember that. This name has nothing to do with being wealthy or rich, although I think luxuriant and luxurious come from the same Latin root, if memory serves. Suffice to say, Shigeru isn't a particularly popular name in the UK or USA, but what about its Japanese popularity? Well, I kind of found a few answers. I couldn't find like a list of the current most popular Japanese names that featured the name Shigeru. There's a website called Forebears, and that claimed that Shigeru is the third most popular name in Japan. But however, in their most recent popular name list from 2022, the name Shigeru wasn't in the top 10 boys' names, so maybe it's popular. It's interesting. From looking at famous people who bear this name, a lot of them were born in like the 50s, 40s, 60s. So I wonder if in Japan it's kind of got an old man connotation to it now and it's not particularly popular. I don't know, if you're in Japan watching this video, let me know the connotations behind the name Shigeru, that'd be great. Famous Shigerus include one Shigeru Chiba. He is an anime voice artist. If you're into anime, you've probably heard his voice from looking at his career. He's been in pretty much everything and anything. So yeah, you probably heard his voice at one point if you watched any anime. Subbed, not dubbed, I suppose. I don't think you'd hear his name. You'd hear his name or hear his voice if it was dubbed, because I think he's Japanese. Though of course my favourite Shigeru is one Shigeru Miyamoto. He works for Nintendo and he is basically one of the single most important people in video gaming. He created Mario, he created Donkey Kong, he created The Legend of Zelda. He's quite a big deal in gaming, to say that he's popping up quite a bit at the moment because advertising the Super Mario movie, he's actually doing quite a lot of the promotional stuff himself. He's very deeply involved with all things Mario and Nintendo still, and obviously I'm quite a big fan. You've probably noticed that at some point, because that's on my arm. And even the Triforce there. Yeah, like, big fan of his work to say the least. Yeah, Shigeru Miyamoto is a bit of a hero. So it's great to talk about his name here. And in regards to Shigeru Miyamoto, he actually lent his name to someone else. That being Shigeru Okido. Might have heard that name before, but this is the Japanese name for one Gary Oak. Gary Oak being Ash's rival or Red's rival in the game or anime respectively. In Japanese, he is called Shigeru in honor of Miyamoto, so that's pretty fun. And I think Ash/Red's name in Japanese is Satoshi, which is an ode to Satoshi, I can't remember his last name, but the dude who created Pokemon itself. Really fun. This is a very video game centric video, I suppose. And Pokemon's pretty lush and luxuriant as well, isn't it? Viridian Forest. Oh, wouldn't get lost in there. But anyway, that's just about everything you guys need to know about the name Shigeru. But what are your thoughts on this name? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you know anyone with the name Shigeru? Are you called Shigeru yourself? Let me know down in the comments below. And of course, I just want to share some of the thoughts you guys had on last week's name of Amalia. Joseph Abello said, I mean, yeah, Amalia is relatively common, but I feel there's multiple other names that are present in as many parts or more languages throughout Europe. Julia, Marcus, John, Alex, Alexandra, Antonius, etc. It's almost, no, I totally agree with you, but it's almost as if I couldn't figure out a fun hook to put that video around, so I called it that. But no, you're totally right. Amalia probably isn't the most European name, but it's what reached out to me in regards to what's interesting about this name, that it was so widespread across Europe when I didn't expect it to. But you're right, there probably are many, much more pan-European names out there. But I need an interesting hook for that video. There we had it. Jan or Jean Koopman said, Princess Catalina Amalia does go by Princess Amalia, so you could say it's her name. Not only is she the heir to the Dutch throne, she's also 1,162nd in line to the English throne. Her full name, by the way, is, and here we go, Catalina Amalia Beatrix Culman Victoria van Orange Nassau, Princess of the Netherlands. Wow, that's a long old name. Those royal families, they love a name. But that's so interesting to hear that she does go by Princess Amalia. We might have a Queen Amalia somewhere on the horizon any day now. That sounds a bit suspicious. I'm not planning to kill the King of the Netherlands, I swear. Weird tangent. But no, it's interesting to use her name. And yeah, Amalia is a cool name, I guess. I'm so low on energy today, team. I'm so sorry, but we're managing. And Kingsley III said, the most European name is Europa, one of Zeus's many mortal mistresses in Greek mythology. Zeus rode her all over what is now Europe in the form of a bull. Europe is literally named after her. You don't get more European than that. You are completely right, Kingsley. I said Kingsley III, but it might just be Kingsley I don't know. But yes, you're right. Europa probably is the most European name. And Zeus was wild, for lack of a better term, for better and worse. He was wild. He would do a lot with a lot of people, no matter their shape. I think one woman transformed herself into an island to stop Zeus doing his things with her. Not great, but that's one of the many examples of Zeus being a bit scummy, really. But he's popular, I guess. Go suggest some names down in the comments below, and I'll pick 3 of those to be put into a poll exclusively for my patrons to vote on. And then the winning name from that poll will be the name covered in the next Fun with First Names video. So we've done Spanish names, we've done Japanese names. I want something like Nordic. Give me a North Germanic name, something Scandinavian, Nordic, Baltic, whatever term you want to use. Baltic's actually a different thing, ignore that part. From like Iceland, Sweden, Norwegian, Denmark, something from that neck of the woods. Give me a cool Viking sounding name, we'll explain that next time. So yeah, go suggest one of those down below, and then if you want to vote on those names, go support Name Explain on Patreon, patreon.com/Name Explain, you know the drill, link down below, check it out, or leave a super thanks if you want to make a one-time donation. I'm tired, I'm gonna go back to bed. That is more than enough for myself. Don't forget to go follow me on Instagram, where I'm Name Explain YT, and don't forget to go join the Facebook group Name Explain, where you can chat with myself and many other name nerds. Okay, all, take care.